Hey guys, Charles Short Reviews here, and today I just want to discuss for the 35th anniversary of the Transformers the movie from 1986. First of all, today the recording date for this, of course, is August 4th, 2021, but I will release this on the day that the Transformers the movie will turn 35 years old, and that is August 8th, 2021. Yeah. So basically what I want to do with this video, I mean, I was pretty unsure before, but I just want to say about, just do a kind of quick video, kind of summarizing, what happened from, like, when it first came out, all the way up until now, and this is an unscripted video, and just, because, again, I was not quite sure what to do during it, but I was kind of, I want to give a nice little overview of what happened. So, it was a magical day on August 8th, 1986. The Transformers, this cartoon, a little cartoon called The Transformers, made its debut on the big screen. And eventually, it was a box office failure. What? No! Okay, let me get out of the reading voice. So basically, Transformers the movie, it came out, people want to see the Transformers, and oh boy, it was a mess when it first came out. It all started, and it actually got, it had, it was pretty bad at the box office, it was a failure and all that, and then eventually, then the reviews say, oh yeah, it was a toy commercial and all that. And and of course, as you remember in the movie, you had all those deaths, and again, I can see why they said it's like a toy commercial, because of course, you had your, all your Autobots dying off, and, Megatron and some Seekers and Insecticons became Galvatron, Cyclonus, Scourge, and the Sweeps. And of course, you had the big Unicron thing coming in and all that. So, and of course, the infamous death of Optimus Prime. No. So, yeah, that really got in the way. So, yeah, and there was even kids that even locked themselves in closets and all that, and rooms and all that, and they wouldn't go out for days because of Optimus Prime's death. So, the movie had a real right as soon as it came out, pretty much had a big impact. In general, pretty much, literally probably made headlines. Again, I wasn't around then, so I didn't know about what, stuff was going on, but it probably did make, everyone, upset. So, so that's pretty interesting stuff. But as time went on, of course, then you had, of course, it went to home video and all that. You had your VHS of it. If you were lucky, you had a nice VHS of the movie. And of course, after the movie, of course, the 86 movie, there was the 1986 episode, the season 3 episode of G1, which was, of course, Dark Awakening, which kind of, continued from where Prime's death kind of thing went on. They continued that whole thing, and he came back as a zombie. That was pretty dark. And, of course, probably more kids locked themselves and complained the whole time. So pretty much by then, those upset parents, that had to deal with their kids whining and complaining about their favorite character being killed off. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, in general, Hasbro, why would you kill off your main character? But anyways, well, at least the Transformers, not the main character of Hasbro, but, So it's why would you do that? Why would you kill off your Mickey Mouse of Transformers? So, anyway, wait, wouldn't that be Bumblebee? Well, it makes sense. I mean, they didn't kill off him because I think he did have pretty good toy sales. But anyways, so yeah, they did have, of course, that episode, and that made kids complain more. So the parents had enough, and of course, in sometime in season 3, at the end of it, you had they revived Optimus. They said, "Whoa, his body still exists, but he's on the dying planet or something, or a spaceship." I don't know if I forgot. And of course, then you had the return of Optimus Prime. That was even in the title. They had to make sure that everyone knew that Optimus Prime was going to return. So, yeah, they brought him back, and and everyone was happy. Maybe, I don't know. So, anyway, so yeah. As time gone by, people knew like the movie, and then it had certain re-releases on home video and all that. And then in the 2000s, there was the live-action movies, such as the next Transformers movie in over 20 years came out, and it was a success, unlike the previous one. But like the other one, it was kind of mixed. So, but around that time, people realized how nostalgic the original was and realized how big it was and all that. So, yeah, that was pretty big. And eventually, after a while, people were like, hey, this is a pretty cool movie. I mean, listen to Stan Bush's music. Like, come on. And of course, it did get like a lot more people liked it, and became what people call cult classic, the 1986 Transformers movie. And yeah, pretty much like today, like you wouldn't think like then, like with that kind of like on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got like 50 or 60 something percent. But you wouldn't think a movie like that would end up eventually today impact the Transformers community. Of course, I mean literally you see people kind of spoofing the music from the movie or spoofing scenes or memes about Hot Rod not getting out of the way. But yeah, it's pretty cool how it's impacted us pretty much all these years later. So it's like, so yeah, so that is pretty cool. That how the Transformers movie did that, and yeah, so. And since then, it's again gotten more re-releases. Like in 2018, they did a theatrical re-release. I forgot which years did it. And this year, again, they will be doing a theatrical re-release. I think it's, what's it for? I forgot what it's for. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot. But there's like some screenings that are going to happen of the movie again. Wait, hold on. Let me go look up this. Okay, I found it. So, Fathom Events will be having it being screened at Fathom, and you can buy the tickets at Fathom Events' website. So, yeah, pretty cool. And it will be it's heading for screens stateside on September 26th and 28th. So, yeah, that's where you can, the movies. Like that's how you know it's got a pretty big impact, because I don't think the live action movies at all have been re-released, as far as I know. Like I don't think the 2007 Transformers movie has been re-released in any form, or the sequels or anything. So yeah, again, it shows like how big like this movie became like within the community. People are like, oh yeah, it's another movie, but no. I mean, outside of Transformers community, and I guess it's like okay, yeah, man. Well, let's talk about the stuff it did during its time, like the animation. The animation, oh yeah, it looks so good. Like, in the G1 cartoon, the animation was okay. Like it definitely was like better in the first two seasons than the next two. Not attacking ACOM or anything, but yeah, the original season, like first two seasons, the movie as well as the Return of the Optimus Prime were animated by Toei Animation, I think it's called, or Toei, I'm not sure. And yeah, it's a pretty cool, it's pretty good animation studio, and they definitely like nailed it with the movie, especially each of the remasterings. Like if you look at it, like there was the VHS, that was okay. The DVD made it better, and then the Blu-ray for its 30th anniversary. Then now there's a 35th anniversary 4K release of it, and it's probably gonna look amazing because again, the how vibrant it was. And yeah, I mean, like I don't think there was once that there was really an animation error, because of course in G1 you had like a Blue Optimus Prime, and you had like duplicates of characters and all that, and that did continue into season 3, but in the movie there wasn't really anything. Now, of course, that leads into the next big impact that the Transformers the movie has made: theories. And of course, right off the bat, that the most famous one is what became of Dion? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Again, if you want to look up the stuff, recommend checking out Rodimus Primal. He's got good videos about this stuff. But the most infamous one, of course, is what became of Cyclonus, or who became Cyclonus. And of course, if you don't know the whole story, I mean, again, you can check out Rodimus Primal's video. But if you're too lazy to type it in, I'll just explain it for you. So in the movie, when Unicron is reformatting all the dead and broken Decepticons, among them are, you had Megatron became Galvatron, then you had Thundercracker and Kickback and Shrapnel, they became Scourge and the Sweeps. And then, of course, you had Skywarp and Bombshell. And, of course, in that scene, they became Cyclonus and Cyclonus. So it's like, what's going on here? Well, if you don't know, okay. So basically, Unicron mentions Cyclonus, the warrior, and his armada. Or the armada, alright, is the one in the back. The foreground is probably the Cyclonus, because he kind of makes, he kind of does stuff with his arms to show that he's the Cyclonus, the warrior. And that one was actually Bombshell, so people think, okay, that's got to be Cyclonus. But at the same time, and then the Skywarp one in the back became another Cyclonus, which people assume is the Armada. But then there's some cases. Then after that scene, like after the all transform, after that there was just one Cyclonus, and that's it. So it's like, and for many years, and still this day, Hasbro hasn't even mentioned at once. Like the closest they've gone was on the Studio Series 86 packaging for Scourge. Haha, tricked the Cyclonus was in Kingdom, if you remember. They said that Unicron changes reformats Thundercracker into Scourge, and so it's like it seems like it's kind of like a nod for a reason why they chose Scourge to be in Studio Series 86, probably, because I feel what Hasbro is thinking is they want to keep the conversation going. They know who it is. They probably know who it is, but they're not gonna, and the animators and all that behind the movie, they know who it is probably, but they want to keep the opinions in, and they want all the Bombshell side to get angry at the Skywarp side, or the opposite, So, yeah, it's because of all the stuff that brought up during the movie and all that, and of course, again, all the dying Autobots and all the toys that they get replaced with. So, yeah, so anyways, guys, I just wanted to chat a bit about, the movie a bit. I mean, I don't really know what kind of video this was. I mean, just kind of just showing, or kind of explaining an unscripted way of, how the movie was impacted and all that. Again, if you want, better, information on all this stuff, like Cyclonus or Dion or something, just check out the Rodimus Primal for his retrospectives on the characters and all that. He's got, or Transformer discussions. He does pretty good jobs on those, so, and they are scripted, so unlike this, they're gonna be, a lot better listening to, so, yeah, so I would recommend checking out his channel, for more information. Again, you could check out, different reviews and movie and discussions about this, like the history or something. I'm not sure if there is, so. Oh, and I forgot to mention, hopefully Hasbro's not watching, so the person who uploads these videos online get angry at me, but you can watch Transformers the movie for free on YouTube. What? No way! Yes, you can. For good, you don't have to pay a thing. There's the one you have to pay, but then there's these people that are actually uploading the whole movie, not edited, not no. The actual full-on movie, this exact same way, on YouTube. So it's like, what? But yeah, it is available. Watch on YouTube, so you can always watch it there. And surprisingly, Hasbro has actually not gone out of it. And you think, okay, well, the reason why they don't want to do it is because they don't care about the movie. No, that's not the case, because they do care about the movie still. Literally, they added the Studio Series 86 subline just this year. And of course, they're adding 86 characters into the Kingdom line and other lines. And the Red line, because they're doing that reformatting Megatron. So, and the King Starscream as well. So, But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the movie. You know, it's just I basically the purpose of this is just saying, you know, happy anniversary to the movie that kind of impacted the Transformers community as a whole. So yeah. So anyways, guys, uh, pretty much just mention what your thoughts on the movie. I really like the movie. It's not my favorite movie ever. Of course, there's gonna be those people say, "Oh, it's my favorite movie." It's a very good movie, but it's not my favorite movie. But it's a pretty good movie overall. Like again, I'm not gonna hate on it for being a toy commercial. Like honestly, I think the live action ones are more of a commercial. Minus Bumblebee because Bumblebee didn't really have any advertising. I don't think Last Night really did either. Uh, but like definitely the first four were definitely loaded with advertisements. So that's the big product placement movies. Oh, that you should kind of complain about it. But the 86 one, not really. I mean, again, kill off characters, but so you can look past it and still enjoy it. And again, that Sound Bush, what was it? Okay, the Stan Bush, the music he made for that is pretty awesome as well. And other artists too, like that Transformers, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah. I want to hear your thoughts on Transformers movie, how it's impacted. I mean, it's probably the same as what I brought up. Yeah. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. And yeah, happy their 5th anniversary to the Transformers the movie. Anyways, guys, so all are one.